My name is Christine Rowe, and my son has type 3 severe von Willebrand disease. My daughter has type 1, and I also have type 1. I think there's still so many people in the United States and across the world that aren't even familiar with hemophilia. I know that some people have mentioned to me that they thought hemophilia was cured, and it's not. It's still a disease that's out there, and it's still a disease that demands a lot of attention. Life with a bleeding disorder can be extremely difficult at times, difficult to manage, but it does become part of your everyday. Much like the general community, the general public gets up, eats breakfast every morning, goes to work. Sometimes what our day consists of is getting up, eating breakfast, having an infusion of our medicine, then going to school, and then going on about our day. So that's basically what it's like to live with a bleeding disorder. The biggest struggle that my family has had with a bleeding disorder has been trying to stay normal. And my son, who's 9 years old and in school, wants to be just like every other kid. So my husband and I have tried to instill in him that he's just like everyone else. Everyone else has something, whether it be a food allergy, a peanut allergy. A bleeding disorder shouldn't hold him back. My first experience with the National Hemophilia Foundation happened about 6 or 7 years ago when I came to the first national meeting, which was in Orlando. For me, it was quite overwhelming to see the amount of people who were attending the meeting, not really fully comprehending how many other people were affected in the United States. Even though the population is small by comparison to some other disease states, it was amazing to see how many people were actually involved in the community. The impact that NHF has had on the bleeding disorders from the local side at the chapter level, they've been the guide. They've been the one to let us know what's important, what's coming up in the community, whether it be legislative, advocacy-wise, what's going on with new medicines, new developments and drugs, and I always look to them for that type of information, and that information then gets shared out with other members of the bleeding disorder community at our chapter. What I would like to see NHF do in the future is more media outreach and more commercials. You see commercials on television just about every day or on the internet trying to promote, diabetes or cancer, and I would like to see NHF get more involved media-wise too. I think that the more people are aware of some of the things that someone who has hemophilia goes through, the more you'd understand why it's important.